I think I need to. Sorry. All right.
Patrick Flaxia from
Yes.
Summer
Of course. Absolutely. Absolutely. Some good questions from Volker.
I'm hoping they are for you.
They will be fantastic.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so with the distribution, it seems that it is getting better, and we know that you are committed in improving things and made some changes already. However, some toy manufacturers,
Let's just end the question right there. There we go. I love it.
However, the manufacturers report that current situation in China because of the virus might affect them. Do you think the virus will have an effect on the Star Wars product?
Yeah, so I think our CEO, no less than Brian Goldner, the CEO of the company, said publicly that, it is impacting us. That certainly, applies to the whole company. Specifically to Star Wars, I have no additional information, but it's definitely something we are working through. We're working to kind of minimize the impacts, because again, we care, as a company about getting toys into the hands of kids and collector items into the hands of fans, and so we're going to do everything we can. As you mentioned, we've been having this journey over the past few years, and honestly, feedback from fan sites like Figuren and from fans have helped us to improve distribution a little bit. I'm confident, even if this is one step back, we'll continue taking great steps forward in the future.
Sweet. So, he probably asked you this question over in Nuremberg about the petition that he had for the General American and the X-Wing.
Yes.
Do you have an official comment for the fans that already signed the petition?
Yes, please.
And the possibility that we might see this made in the future?
So I think the first thing I would say is thank you. Thank you. First of all, just we say this a lot and it sounds trite, but just for the passion, we love seeing the excitement and passion that you have, and also honestly for giving us your ideas. A perfect example is the barge that we launched 2 years ago and shipped last year. We loved that, but we wouldn't have known that there was that passion in the fan community without hearing from you all, and then that product became a reality. So that's the first thing I would say is thank you to Volker for starting that petition. Thank you to all the fans for filling it out. We always say we can't reveal anything until it's revealed, but it's a great idea. Rogue One is a special film, obviously, and it's a great idea for the future, and maybe it'll happen, and if it does, we'll all be excited.
Fingers crossed. Yep. So the next question might be about that helmet behind you, the Boba Fett.
Yes.
Probably is, but I'm not entirely sure. We shall see. Regarding the upcoming Black Series Boba Fett helmet, we were teased in the paint job, and especially the paint apps, would match the color of the real deal you had scanned and took care of matching the different colors used. But on the PR images, that seemed the case. On a production helmet shown, it seems there are less matching colors now. The mandibles appear green as used on Return of the Jedi helmet, not black. And the tan colors on the back of the helmet are now more green. Now he wants to figure out, was that bad production samples or was production altered from the promo pics?
So this is a great question for our design manager, Sam, and so I'd say at the end of the interview, let's see if we can grab a minute with him. We're swapping back and forth where needed.
Sweet.
So.
All right, so we'll skip that one.
Yeah.
It seemed that the 6-inch line got a lot more love in the past years than the 3 3/4 inch product. Going forward, are you increasing the 3 3/4 inch product output, or are you spreading the love equally across both the 6 and the 3 3/4?
Yeah, so what we always say is we love both of these lines. We talk to fans of both lines, and there's passion on both sides. We love the heritage 3 3/4 inch style. Obviously that unlocks the vehicles and the play sets that we've been able to bring. But we also love kind of the greater size of the 6-inch scale that allows us to get more details and more posing, etc. It is a numerical fact that we've done a little more Black Series 6-inch figures than vintage, and that just kind of represents, I think, the numbers of the collectors. And obviously, as you mentioned, we revealed a little more Black Series items than vintage, but there are months where we reveal more vintage stuff than Black Series. Last month we didn't have anything for Black Series, and we revealed the Imperial Troop Transport, which is a fantastic addition to our vintage line. So I think there's kind of ebbs and flows in both lines.
Love for both. That's it. That's what it is.
Yep.
One more question. Let's see. So it's been 25 years after we saw new 3 3/4 inch inch figures hit the market in '95. Are you going to be celebrating this? I think we should see a special package for a 25-year figure.
Yeah, no, it's a good question. Again, no new reveals after the presentation, but I would say we're definitely keyed into the excitement around anniversaries and events, right? Like obviously most everything today was about the 40th anniversary of Empire Strikes Back. We were excited about the 40th anniversary of New Hope a few years ago, and there's different anniversaries coming up in the future. Obviously, last year we did a little bit around the 20th anniversary of Phantom Menace. Next year it'll be 5 years. That's a small number, but 5 years since Rogue One. And so, we also have some publishing anniversaries. I think we're keyed into those anniversaries where they make sense and where we think that they're resonant enough with fans. We'll do something, large or small to celebrate that.
Sweet. Awesome. Thank you. Good to see you, Patrick.
I think Sam's free if you're able to ping that question to him. Yeah.
Ping.
Is there another interview coming for Sam in 5 minutes?
One question.
Galaxia has one design question.
Yeah, I think so.
So I got a design question for you, which probably has to do with that Boba Fett helmet. This is coming from Volker. Of course, you know Volker. Let's see, where was it? So regarding the upcoming Black Series Boba Fett helmet that we were teased, the paint job and especially the paint apps would match the color of the real deal you had scanned and took care of matching the different colors used. On the PR images, that seemed to be the case. On a production helmet shown, it seems there are less matching colors. The mandibles appear green as used on Return of the Jedi helmet, not black, and the tan colors on the back of the helmet are now more green. Was that bad production sample, or is production altered from the promo pics?
I think it might just be the lighting that honestly we see in this environment here, because definitely in terms of the back, like that's all the blue is intended. That is from day one. We have the color match Pantones of the original helmet, and we have very faithfully recreated that. So it's 100% the hero helmet from Empire Strikes Back, and we're really, really thrilled with how it came out.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Not a problem.
Thank you.
Definitely something we've talked about.